And we are set for more boxing, and there is Floyd Mayweather, 19 years of age, out of Grand Rapids, Michigan. He was a bronze medalist for the United States in the Centennial Games of 1996. Mayweather, a very talented young boxer. As a matter of fact, he could have won a gold medal. He was what many will say was robbed in his bout in the quarterfinals against Serafim Todorov. The man he'll be fighting tonight is Roberto Apodaca out of El Centro, California. He is 2-1 for the official introductions. Our ring announcer, Jake Gutierrez.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is scheduled for 4 rounds, featuring super featherweight. Judges are Jerry Roth, Art Lurie, and Patricia Morris-Jarman. And your referee in charge is Mr. Kenny Bayless. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in at 130 pounds. He wears the white and gold trunks. He comes to us from El Centro, California. His professional records, 2 wins, 1 defeat. Introducing Roberto Apodaca. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner. He weighed in at 131 pounds. He wears the black trunks with gold trim. He is from Grand Rapids, Michigan, now residing right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. He is a 1996 Olympic medalist for the United States of America, making his professional debut. Introducing Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather became the first United States boxer in 20 years to beat a Cuban when on July the 31st he beat Lorenzo Aragon of Cuba 12-11. He said the Olympics were a great experience for him. He's ready for the pro game.
Fight clean at all times. Good luck to both of you. Touch gloves.
Mayweather, a very interesting story, Al. His father, Floyd Mayweather Sr., a welterweight contender in the 70s and 80s, convicted in 1993 of drug trafficking, serving a 5.5-year prison sentence at a federal prison in Milan, Michigan. And Floyd says when he was a kid, his dad would hold him up and got him involved in boxing. And he says by him being a pro, he wants to be successful so that when his father comes out of jail, he'll be able to lift up his dad, so that his father won't be eating bologna sandwiches his whole life. He wants steak for his dad.
That was the way he put it, and I thought eloquently so.
He says he speaks with his dad almost every day, and his father does give him pointers. Very close-knit family, and a family, Al, that, as we learned in the Olympics, Floyd takes the last name very seriously, what a Mayweather is.
And, of course, Roger Mayweather, his uncle, who is working with him in his corner, a 2-time world champion, a tremendous performer, and his Uncle Jeff, who's been a very fine professional as well.
This one is scheduled for 4 in the super featherweight division. And Mayweather left nothing in the dressing room as he makes his pro debut.
Floyd Mayweather is a power puncher. He's a guy who can hurt you and knock you out with 1 punch.
Well, in his Olympic debut on the 22nd of July, we saw it when he was winning his fight very easily against Bakhtiar Teleganov of Kazakhstan, and he stopped him in 57 seconds of round 2. Never thought I'd have to say that name again.
And let me say this, while I was very impressed with your work at the Olympics, I continue to be impressed. You haven't kicked the name in 6 months, let me tell you.
Not that anyone would know if it was right or wrong. Just past the midway point of round 1.
Mayweather is not using his jab, I don't think, as much as they would like him to. If they were to take a peek at this tape, they would like to see that jab going out there more.
Well, he told us yesterday he did not want to slug. He wanted to box. And Apodaca was hurt by that exchange.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You want some more? Glove.
Apodaca very warily says, I'll take some more.
That was not a low blow either. I believe that punch was very legal, the body shot. Good double left hook by Mayweather.
He doubles up with the left.
Well, we said he had power in his punches, and he showed it there. He can bang. Took a left hook from Apodaca.
And he hits him with a right. And Apodaca, it's just a matter of time.
Floyd Mayweather can throw combinations on the inside. We saw it with the double left hook. His only problem is that sometimes he leaves his head exposed, and that's something they'll work on as he continues to move along as a pro.
And he did showboat a little bit in the amateurs at times, and I guess in the pro game it's a little more sellable. This one is scheduled for 4. Floyd Mayweather Jr. making his pro debut.
There is Mayweather digging with the left hook to the body after going upstairs, and that body punch had an impact.
Round number 2 underway, scheduled for 4. Mayweather in the black trunks, Apodaca in the white. These are super featherweights. Mayweather will not celebrate his 20th birthday until February the 24th. You got to look at some of the numbers in round number 1.
Mayweather, there goes Apodaca, making those numbers probably academic.
And I do not think he's getting up, and he is not. This one has been stopped in round number 2. So Mayweather beats Morrell by a round. And in his pro debut, he stops Roberto Apodaca.
And the body work was a key element, obviously. Clearly, when boxers turn pro, they don't fight top contenders. They get guys who are journeymen. But both these young Olympians in their initial pro debuts showing us the skill level that you would want to see from a young man in his first pro fight. Apodaca certainly would have no argument with it. That's Roger Mayweather, by the way, on the right, and Jeff Mayweather there on the left. The two excellent boxers, one a world champion from the Mayweather family.
And I think, like the prediction you had for Floyd in the Olympics as one of the outstanding boxers in the Olympic competition, I think this kid is going to be a superstar in the pro game. Let's send it up to our ring announcer, Jake Gutierrez.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time. 37 seconds of round number 2. This bout is stopped for the winner by knockout in his professional debut, Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather.
So Floyd Mayweather gets the win. And don't forget, Johnny Tapia will defend his WBO Junior Bantamweight Championship as he gets the hands taped. He'll take on Sammy Stewart. That's coming up in our main event. We'll hear from Mayweather after this.
And a round of applause.
The 1996 Olympic bronze medalist stops Roberto Apodaca at 37 seconds of round 2 in his professional debut. And Al standing by with the Mayweather clan. Al?
Well, the Mayweather name is synonymous with great boxing, and as you see, Jeff and Floyd Mayweather and Roger Mayweather, former world champion, I know that they're proud of your work, and you must be happy with what you did here in this first pro fight.
Yes, first of all, I'd like to, thank God for this opportunity to come out here and do what I had to do tonight, and I also like to thank my dad and my Uncle Jeff and Roger, for being behind me and helping me while my dad's gone right now.
Well, your dad hopefully sometime soon will be back to join this scene. You were able to work the body exceptionally well during the course of this bout.
Yes, because, Mexicans are known for taking good headshots, so, I had to go to the body tonight.
The jab, though, you didn't use your jab as much as you normally do. I actually thought we'd see a little bit more of that. Did you not need it?
Well, I needed a jab. You can never disregard your jab. You always need your jab, but, I took my time. And I came out here and I done what I had to do tonight. Okay, let's take a look at the end of the fight. Certainly there's no criticism of the way you got this done because you were able to get him out with some terrific body shots. Tell us what's going on here, Floyd. There's that big hook downstairs. That's what you put him down with the first time as well. I just got to say, I'm proud of my performance.
All right. Let's ask Roger to give us a little report card as he watches you knock him down. What do you think, Roger?
Well, I knew if Floyd hadn't hurt the first time, he should have touched him a little more. But besides that, he performed very well for a kid just coming to the pro game and using a different type of, not hair gear and using small gloves. So he performed very well. But there's like a little more things he can do. But as he gets to be fighting more often, it's going to come to him naturally. Okay. More so than right now.
All right, we're going to get back. Jeff, I know, proud of you as well. Congratulations, Floyd. Let's go back now to Bob Pop at ringside.
ESPN, we continue with more boxing action. This bout is scheduled for 4 rounds in the super featherweight division. And when the bell rings, the referee in charge of the action will be Larry Chavez. Introducing to you first, fighting to my right out of the red corner, he's wearing the black trunks with white trim and weighed in at 132 1/2 pounds. Hailing from Fort Wayne, Indiana, he has a professional record of 1 win with 1 loss. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Reggie the Assassin Sanders. And his opponent fighting directly across from him out of the blue corner. He's wearing the gold trunks with the black lettering and weighed in at 131 pounds. Hailing from Grand Rapids, Michigan, he earned a bronze medal representing the United States at the 1996 Olympics in Atlanta, Georgia. And now, as a professional, he has one win with no losses. That win coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather. Once again, here's your referee, Larry Chavez, now to give the instructions.
Yeah, we went over you guys' instructions in the dressing rooms earlier. Did both of you understand them fully? Do either one of you have any questions? I want a good, clean fight from both of you. Listen to me at all times. All right? Touch gloves now. Good luck to both of you.
There is Reggie Sanders from Fort Wayne, Indiana, 1-1 on his pro career. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. His father, Floyd Mayweather Sr., serving a 5.5-year prison term at a federal prison in Milan, Michigan. Welterweight contender in the 70s and 80s, convicted in 1993 of drug trafficking. And when Floyd Jr. was a kid, his father used to put him on his shoulders and help him hit the speed bag. He says, when my dad comes out of jail, I'll be there for him. I'll put him on my shoulders and make him a better life so he doesn't have to eat bologna sandwiches the rest of his life. Not that there's anything wrong with bologna.
No, but exclusively it's not good. It's a family affair. Floyd has his uncles, Roger Mayweather, of course, a two-time world champion, and
Jeff.
in the corner, and Jeff, thank you. I knew I'd forget one of those Mayweathers. Jeff, who is a fine boxer as well, both working with him, and you can't learn from two better guys.
Here on ESPN on October 11th in Las Vegas, we saw Floyd Mayweather with a second-round knockout of Roberto Apodaca. Mayweather won a bronze in the Olympics. In fact, on July the 31st, he became the first American in 20 years to beat a Cuban in the Olympics as he edged Lorenzo Aragon 12-11, then lost that controversial fight in the bronze medal round to Serafim Todorov. And many, many felt Mayweather was a winner.
Yeah, I thought he won that bout, and I thought Floyd Mayweather could have easily emerged as the boxer to win the Val Barker trophy in that Olympic tournament. You know, in his first pro fight, Apodaca landed only 2 punches against him. It was a short-lived fight, but he literally landed only 2 punches. The left hook of Mayweather is his big weapon.
Sanders trying to dig to the body. Now, is it a problem for Mayweather that he's fighting a southpaw in his second pro fight, or does his extensive amateur experience negate that?
Yeah, the second part of what you said is in fact the truth. It's he has fought so many southpaws as an amateur that he's very hip to what to do to him, and you see it here. He's moving off to his left, trying to cut that ring off. He wants to throw the hook to the body and the head.
And you feel footwork is the key?
Yeah, it really is. You want to move to your left, and you see Mayweather doing it, get his left foot outside the right foot of the southpaw you're fighting, and that's where Mayweather is. He's trying to get that hook in there. Took a nice right hand, though.
Has not been a bad first round for Reggie Sanders. Mayweather can strike quickly.
He's got a lot of power at this weight. He's capable of boxing, make no mistake about that, but he is in many respects a pure puncher.
Mayweather hooking to the body.
Sanders got caught up in the ropes there, and Mayweather took a little advantage of it by landing a couple of shots.
Round number 1 coming to an end. This one is scheduled for 4. Floyd Mayweather Jr. against Reggie Sanders on ESPN.
You in shape to fight.
Right here at the Tingley Coliseum in Albuquerque, it's about 45, maybe 50 degrees indoors. And Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Reggie Sanders continue with their scheduled 4-rounder. Here in round 2, and look at Sanders putting his punches together.
He says, I don't care if you're an Olympian, I don't care if you get good press clippings, I don't care if your uncle is a champion. I came here to try and win this fight. That's what I'm doing. Well, he didn't say all that literally, but that's what he meant.
In between rounds, Miguel Diaz humming raw high to Mayweather.
I noticed that. There's the numbers. Mayweather with a very slight edge. Miguel, a man of many talents, he's rule him, rule him, rule. I don't know what that was all about, but it was a nice tune.
I don't know if Mayweather was hurt there or if he just stumbled, if their feet got tangled. But so far, Sanders controlling the action here in round 2.
He really is. He's going after Floyd Mayweather and landing some body shots and not allowing Mayweather to get his punches off. Now, the danger in doing that is Mayweather's a very good counterpuncher. There's an example. And you could walk right into something and it would be lights out. Kind of fun to be on in the afternoon. We're night owls on boxing. Very seldom on ESPN are we on in the afternoon. We're in the oh, good hook. There's the hook by Mayweather.
It may look wide, but it's got pop. Referee Larry Chavez steps in. Hey, don't forget, right after ESPN's Championship Boxing, college football, Tennessee and Vanderbilt, Ron Franklin, Mike Gottfried with the call.
And a lot of people, good hooks by, a lot of people think Vanderbilt has a chance for an upset in that game. So it should be, I bet it's going to be a close game.
And Sanders continuing to press Mayweather.
But now Mayweather's starting to get some of his power shots in. There, that right hand and the hook. That's the combination punching of Floyd Mayweather. We saw evidence of it at the Olympics and, of course, in his first fight against Apodaca, when he threw 35 punches per round and landed 49% of his punches, 69% of his power shots. That's what you do against a lefty. You whack away with left hooks to the body and the head.
Final 30 seconds of round 2.
And I wouldn't be a bit surprised if Jeff, who is still an active boxer, gets in and is very adept at switching, spars with Floyd and gets in there and works as the lefty when they're facing a lefty.
Final seconds of round 2, scheduled for 4. Floyd Mayweather and Reggie Sanders on ESPN. Round number 3 underway in Albuquerque. Bob Papa along with Al Bernstein on ESPN's Championship Boxing. Floyd Mayweather, a bronze medalist in the '96 Olympics, taking on Reggie Sanders. And so far, Al, Sanders has not backed down from the high-profile Olympian.
No, he really came after him in the second round, but Floyd Mayweather reacting very, very well, counterpunched extremely well, and had himself a very good second round. And this will give us an indication of how well Mayweather did in round 2. Landing right at that 49%, which is exactly what he landed in his first pro fight overall.
Nice to see Bob Canobio and Logan Hobson from Punch Profile make it here to Albuquerque. Of course, they worked last night's show on the Deuce in Roanoke, and they made it here with time to spare.
Driving through winding roads in the Ozarks to get to an airplane, this is what I call dedication, or possibly insanity. I'm not sure which.
Sanders giving Mayweather enough movement to negate Mayweather's jab.
And the interesting thing about Mayweather is that he's also a patient boxer. And we're seeing evidence that he wants to make sure he lands what he needs to land in this case. Even the crowd booing a little bit, he's not going to get crazy. He's attained control of this bout, and he's waiting for the next opportunity to land something big.
Do you think he's confused at all?
No, I really don't. Good right hand there, but I think he knows what to do in there, and he's been waiting for those opportunities to get in the inside for the uppercut and also the hook, which he started landing toward the end of the last round. Well, there's a cut over the left eye of Floyd Mayweather. I don't know if it came from a punch or a clash of heads. If it's from a punch, he may have a problem.
Yeah, it's near the right eyebrow.
That may hasten his effort to try and end this bout.
And now Reggie Sanders doing a pretty good job of making himself a target Mayweather can't hit.
He's staying on the outside. Mayweather's not really getting off to the left as much as he needs to land those double left hooks to the body and the head. He was doing it in round 2. The jab's starting to become a weapon for him.
Fans here in Albuquerque not pleased with what they're seeing from the Olympian. He got a nice ovation when he entered the ring.
Well, it's been a more tactical third round, but Mayweather's doing pretty well here in this round, using the jab now, establishing that.
Final 10 seconds of round 3.
Have to give Sanders some credit, though.
The fourth and final round to come after this timeout. ESPN's World Championship Boxing is brought to you by Brewery Fresh Budweiser, who reminds you fresh beer tastes better. Adonis Cruz will challenge Johnny Tapia for his WBO Junior Bantamweight Championship. Look at him. He's all bundled up, Al.
He's got the Columbo look there with that raincoat. But, you know, this is his first fight outside of Nicaragua. And he was bothered the other night at the weigh-in and everything. He was chilly there, so he's got to be cold. This is going to make a difference for him.
And that was in a hotel ballroom where the temperature was in the mid-50s. He will step into a ring that is no more than 50 degrees. Welcome to the United States.
And I think part of it is they set up this morning for this event after that concert. The doors were open a lot in the morning here at this arena. They're closed now, but boy, the cool air just stayed right in here.
This fourth and final round underway. And let's see what Floyd Mayweather does. Do you think he's winning the fight, Al?
Yeah, I believe he is winning. I've actually given him all 3 rounds, even though 1 and 3 were very close. But what he is saying here is a Reggie Sanders who's very determined, who came here to fight. And these are the kind of guys you want to face anyway as you move up. And let's give Reggie Sanders a lot of credit. He has really been in there trying and has made some things happen.
Miguel Diaz doing a good job with the cut over the right eyebrow of Mayweather. That was sustained in the last round. Mayweather did not realize he was bleeding until after the round.
Now that is an illegal maneuver, but one that is used so often by fighters we almost forget that it's illegal, as Mayweather pushed Sanders aside. Mayweather now using a lot more movement, making Sanders come to him.
The fans in Albuquerque are not pleased with the style, but as Mayweather has told us, I want to box, 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 and not take too much punishment in this sport.
The total punches indicating Mayweather with the lead, but not a huge lead. Landing in the 40% area and throwing just about the same number of punches as Sanders.
And Mayweather claiming he was butted again from Sanders.
Now there was no indication that cut cap came from a butt. We don't know if it did, or a clash of heads, we should say. We don't know if it did or not. Mayweather not using anything behind that jab. Throwing the jab, not doubling up with it. And I dare say facing a lefty has bothered him a little bit more than we maybe thought it would. In the second round, he was getting a terrific rhythm of fighting the lefty, getting in there, digging left hooks to the body and the head, coming with the right hand. Then he stopped.
Again, he sidesteps Sanders, who cuts the pie a little bit.
There's the hook downstairs from Mayweather. 2 punches are important to him in this bout, and he hasn't used either of them as much as he would like. The left hook and the right uppercut.
Mayweather has a tendency to get cocky, which may or may not have hurt him in the amateur game. In the pro game, it probably will not have any
This
impact.
is where Mayweather should be, Bob. I agree with your point there. That's where he should be, landing stuff on the inside, hooks to the body and the head. He really wants to be on the inside against him. Well, that was a short round, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a 2-minute and 50-second round. We will find out if Floyd Mayweather remains undefeated. Plus, Al will hop in the ring and talk with him. Reggie Sanders, a solid performance as ESPN's championship boxing continues from Albuquerque, New Mexico after these words. Welcome back to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Bob Papa along with Al Bernstein, Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Reggie Sanders, a tough 4-rounder. In round number 4, Sanders threw 10 more punches, but Mayweather did land 4 more, so a very tight round number 4. Who was the winner? The judges are still tabulating the scorecards. And we take a look at the punches throughout the fight, and you see Mayweather very efficient, although Sanders threw 7 more. It was Mayweather who landed 23 more punches and a higher percentage. For our ring announcer, here's Thomas Traber.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing, we go to the scorecards. Judge Levi Martinez scores the bout 40-39. Judge William Gant scores the bout 40-36. And Judge Sandy Pino scores about 39-37, all in favor of your winner by unanimous.
Conversations you have. What did he tell you about the fight tonight? He said his father told him, don't be basic. Don't be one-dimensional. Move your head, do it all. And this kid may be able to do it all.
And we'll take a look at the professional record for Floyd Mayweather. 2 wins, no losses, no draws, 1 KO, 1 decision. This bout scheduled for 4 rounds. 1996 Olympic bronze again, as was the case for Santos in the previous fight. And there's Uncle Jeff Mayweather on the left side of the screen. And that's Roger over on the right side of the screen. And remember that the fighters' records tonight are being brought to you by The Ring, the Bible of boxing. And here is the man cast as the opponent, Jerry Cooper. 9 fights, 6 wins, 3 losses, 3 KOs. He's from Ada, Oklahoma. And we'll look at the same set of rules that governed the preceding 4-round bout. Let's go up to Michael Buffer for the official intros.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, by way of Caesar's Palace, Top Rank Incorporated and Budweiser present a special 4-round bout. This is in the super featherweight division. The 3 judges scoring this contest will be Al Lefkowitz, Paul Smith, and Glenn Trowbridge. And when the bell rings, the man in charge of the action, your referee, Mitch Halpern. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing black and white trunks and weighing 129.5 pounds. His professional record is 6-3, 3 KOs to his credit. He's from Ada, Oklahoma. Here is Jerry Thumper Cooper. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing white trunks trimmed black, weighing 130 pounds. He's from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and brings a perfect professional record of 2-0 with 1 KO. And in 1996, he captured a silver medal representing the USA. He comes to us from one of boxing's most famous fighting families. Here is Pretty Boy Floyd Joy Mayweather Jr.
Come on out. Come on out. All right, we're going to have a good, clean fight tonight. Protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Any questions? Just gloves. Let's go.
Young Mayweather is getting $7,500 for this, his 3rd professional fight. Promoter Bob Arum told me that the difference between the bronze that he won and the gold that De La Hoya won is that De La Hoya was already making $50,000 at this young stage of his career.
Round 1, 130-pound bout. Floyd Mayweather heavily favored to beat Jerry Cooper and continue to enhance his early credentials. And the crowd oohs and ahs at Mayweather's jab as he snaps Cooper's head back with the first 2 punches.
Well, that tells you a fighter is going to be pretty good when he starts off with a good left jab. That could be the beginning of a good career.
And Cooper goes down on a jab.
That happens once in a lifetime. When you see a guy jab up high, then the bottom is always open for you. Just step in with a little power and the guy will go down.
Yeah, but he was just off balance. So far, Mayweather has landed 4 jabs, and they were all punishing, however. And there you see his hooks.
What makes him off balance is the 2 left jabs to the head, and the guy expects his head, so his balance is up high.
No, it was a legitimate knockdown, but he was off balance.
Floyd Mayweather smiling at Jerry Cooper and then popping him at will with the jab. And this is an obvious mismatch unless Cooper gets a lucky shot in somewhere. And Floyd Mayweather may get criticized a little bit for showboating, but his dad probably is going to love it.
I'm sure that Mayweather fought tougher pros, tougher fighters in the amateurs than Cooper is.
And referee Mitch Halpern watching as Floyd gets ready to go over to the neutral corner for the 2nd time.
5, 6, 7. Yeah, you okay?
When they go to Ada, Oklahoma, you know they're not looking to bring in a winner.
Jerry Cooper says, what was the right answer? Whatever it wasn't the answer that he gave to Halpern when Halpern said, are you okay? Floyd Mayweather looked pretty good, George.
Cooper is wondering what happened. He's probably thinking, did the bell ring for the 1st round yet?
The answer
I've been in that position.
The answer was Tommy Gray, Jim.
Tommy Gray?
Yeah, Tommy Gray was a halfback at Oklahoma.
Oh, that's who's from Ada, Oklahoma.
From Ada, Oklahoma.
There you go. Glad we got that in. Well, mismatch written all over it, and indeed it was. Jerry Cooper threw 14 punches and landed 1, and Floyd Mayweather landed 32 out of 47 and routed him.
Here you're seeing the 4th punch of the fight. A jab to the midsection. And there's the end. That right uppercut was the beginning of the end. An awfully good-looking young fighter.
You know what I like, George, was the body shots. Lots of them.
I like the idea of him jabbing hard to the head a few times, then feinting the left jab, going to the body.
And let's take one more view of the finish of this.
To take the other side of the story, a kid with his pedigree obviously is going to be well ahead of someone else of this age. And sometimes as they get older, other young fighters will catch up to them.
Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, following the mandatory 8 count after the knockdown, referee Mitch Halpern calls a halt to the bout. The official time, 1 minute, 39 seconds of the very first round. His record now 2-0, 2 KOs, pardon me, 3-0, 2 KOs. Silver medalist, Pretty Boy Floyd Joy Mayweather Jr.
His father used to roll him through the gym in the stroller.
Right.
You can't get started any earlier than that.
And he tells us he's going for his high school diploma. He lives in Vegas now. He's already got his high school boxing diploma.
He and both of his uncles, Jeff and Roger, will be fighting on the same card together, the 3 Fighting Mayweathers, in March up in their home of Grand Rapids, Michigan. So you folks in Grand Rapids, get ready for a big night when the 3 Fighting Mayweathers come back home. Let's go back up to Nick Charles.
Jim, we learned a couple of things there. Floyd Mayweather is good and Jerry Cooper is bad. A mismatch.
In a scheduled 4-round super featherweight bout.
This evening, pesando 131 libras at 131 pounds, de Lakeside, California, Edgar Ayala. En la esquina azul con pantalón negro, medallista en la Olimpiada de 1996, invicto en 3 peleas profesionales, 2 victorias por knockout. In the blue corner, medalist in the 1996 Olympics, undefeated as a professional in 3 bouts, with 2 of his wins by way of knockout, pesando 133 libras at 133 pounds, de Grand Rapids, Michigan, radicando en Las Vegas, Nevada, Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather.
Third man in the ring for this bout, Chuck Haslett.
All right, gentlemen, you've had your instructions in the dressing room. Any questions? I'm going to repeat, we're working on voice commands, okay? Good luck.
Before the fight, I asked Floyd Mayweather, biggest difference between fighting as a professional and amateur. Says, hey, man, I'm getting paid now. Indeed, he is. And looking forward to many future paydays. Underway, round 1, Floyd Mayweather in the black trunks against Edgar Ayala in the blue. His back to you. Right lead there by Ayala, comes up nothing but air. Mayweather starting things off with the left jab there. Ayala responds with the left jab of his own. Well, you can really see the determination in Mayweather's eye. Oh, he snuck in a left, and down goes Ayala. Well, interesting event there, because Ayala planned on going to the attack, actually had Mayweather retreating, and as he was doing so, Mayweather snuck in a left that caught Ayala flush, and down he went, and now Mayweather going on the attack. Another quick left, sneaks in another. Ayala retreating, misses a right, misses a second right, and now he's back against the ropes trying to dance his way out of trouble. Mayweather looking to choose his spots. head out of trouble there. And now blood dripping from the right nostril of Ayala. Ayala trying to fend off the attack by Mayweather with that left jab. Mayweather, again, a left connects. And now more blood coming from Ayala, who misses a wild left hook and gets tagged by a right hand from Mayweather. Another right hand by Mayweather. Ayala responds, but he's in trouble in the corner. Mayweather doing a good job with that head movement. Hasn't been touched. A big right there, and Mayweather connecting. Again in the corner. Mayweather going to work on Ayala, who's in big trouble. Trying to fend off Mayweather again with that left jab, but not having much luck. Another big left by Mayweather, who says, come on, let's fight. And now Mayweather with a smile. He's in control of things. Left there going to the body. Left jab there connects on the nose, which continues to bleed. Edgar Ayala in trouble here in the opening round of this scheduled 4-round super featherweight match. Left to the face, left to the body. Good work by Mayweather, who's staying disciplined, connects with the right. Staying disciplined by going upstairs and downstairs. First round coming to an end. Of Edgar Ayala. Round 2 underway. There you see the sneaky left jab there of Mayweather that sends Ayala to the ground. And now Mayweather on the attack, right to the body there from Ayala. Mayweather doesn't react. Pretty boy, living up to his nickname, sneaks in another left. Doing a good job there defensively, bobbing away from any punch thrown by Ayala. Floyd Mayweather stalking Edgar Ayala. He's got him in the corner, not the place Ayala wants to be right now. Left to the body, left to the head. Really didn't hit square, and Ayala able to get away. And there's another left that connects by Mayweather. And Ayala once again misses, and Mayweather answers with a smile. Well, this is a chance right now for Mayweather to work on some of his technique, because he really hasn't been challenged in this fight. Big left by Mayweather, and down goes Ayala. And referee Chuck Haslett's going to put an end to this one in the second round of former Olympian Floyd Mayweather, who knocks out Ayala 130 into round, 139 I should say, into round 2. Just a left hand there that nailed Ayala. And there you see Floyd Pretty Boy Mayweather pretty happy with his night's work. A wink to the cameras, and Floyd Mayweather sees his record improve to 4-0. Edgar Ayala, an unhappy professional debut.
El vencedor por knockout en 1 minuto 39 segundos del segundo asalto. The winner by a knockout in 1 minute 39 seconds of the second round, Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather.
They'll pay money. Some of them will want to see me get beat. Some of them will want to see me win. All right, Floyd Mayweather taking on Kino Rodriguez as we look at the statistical breakdown between the two. And as you can see, there's a big age difference between the two, 13 years difference, a 2-inch height advantage for Floyd Mayweather, 2 pounds in reach, 2 pounds in weight, 3 inches in reach, all for Floyd Mayweather. Let's get the rest of the numbers now from ring announcer Mark Barrow. Mark, if you will.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest is scheduled for 6 rounds in the super featherweight division. Your referee, once again, is Frank Garza. Introducing the principals, first in the blue corner to my left, wearing the all-white trunks, weighing in at 130 pounds, professional record, 9 victories, 9 defeats, 2 draws, 2 wins by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, he hails from Centerton, Arkansas. Here is Kino Rodriguez. His opponent in the red corner, wearing the white trunks, black trim, weighing 132 pounds. He is undefeated in 4 professional bouts, 3 wins by way of knockout. Another favorite son from Grand Rapids, now making his home in Las Vegas, Nevada. He is a bronze medal winner in the 1996 Olympics, the first American to defeat a Cuban in the boxing Olympics. Here is Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather. 6 rounds, super featherweights.
Okay, guys, we already went over the rules in the back. Anything on the trunk's going to be considered low. Anything on his trunk's going to be considered low. Gentlemen, 6 rounds. Good luck.
All right, Kino Rodriguez now will try to take the big step up against the kid who had such a marvelous amateur career and is off to this magnificent start as a professional. There's Floyd Mayweather across the ring. That's what Kino Rodriguez is looking at. And here we go into round number 1. Both fighters in the white trunks.
See, Floyd's trying to establish that left jab. Runs in the family.
And he's trying to be explosive early in this fight. And his opponent will come right at him and shoot whatever he's got. That was not a knockdown.
Kino Rodriguez, a veteran of 20 bouts, fought most of his early fights at the Country Club in Reseda, California. A lot of fighters have gotten their start. Good jab by Mayweather. He's very, very quick.
That got in light years ahead of the defense put up by Rodriguez. 2 jabs. Rodriguez wasn't even close in terms of speed of stopping it.
I think I got a new name for Floyd. It's just attitude. He's got a lot of attitude in there. Attitude with his punches, attitude with his style in there.
A couple of good left hooks by Mayweather, but Rodriguez took them very well.
Jeff said yesterday that Floyd has the best left hook in the family. Nobody else has a left hook.
He said otherwise, Floyd's a bit of everybody. Got the elusiveness from Jeff, the jab from Roger. He is a tremendous fighter. If you let
left hook to the body, put Rodriguez down. Left hook to the body, and Rodriguez is hurt, gasping for air.
Oh, well, I think that's it.
Is he going to make it up?
Oh, man.
Jumps to his feet.
A pair of terrific.
And that is it. And Floyd Mayweather let Kino Rodriguez know who the winner was. Got right in his face. Got a little dance for the fans as well.
He jabbed, he showed his boxing style upstairs, and then an explosive ending downstairs with a couple of hooks. Tremendous shots.
Well,
the speed on those shots.
And that's it. You know, boxing is a sport of quickness. That's where so much of it in terms of success lies. And this kid has got speed, and he has got plenty of punching power as well.
The one thing I didn't like is when he... Here we go. He comes in, tries to set that left hook. He saw the opening, took the left hook, and went for it. That's well schooled, Rich. You know what to do. You take what your opponent gives you.
It was the left hook to the body, I think, that did him in.
Yeah. He set him up pretty nicely because as Rodriguez was coming in, he was starting to bring his hands up to guard his face. Floyd was good enough to go to the body. Good left hook to the body, to the ribs, did the damage. Sets him up, works that body. See, Rodriguez felt that earlier left hook, right on the ribs.
You know, a lot of kids this young do not punch much to the body, Tony. And
it's a lost art.
No problem doing it.
Floyd, attitude, Mayweather.
Well, he can dance, he can punch.
He's got good balance.
He can talk, and there's a lot of people who think that he can do it all in that ring.
If you can talk the talk and walk the walk, I guess it ain't bragging.
All right, we're going to get the official word now on the time of this one-round KO for Floyd Mayweather from Mark Barrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time, 1 minute, 44 seconds of the first round. The winner by technical knockout and still undefeated, Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather.
Be Floyd.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't mean the proper mental approach. I'm just speaking of the way that sometimes, you know, you have to be a sportsman. You want to set an example. I don't think all guys look to set that example. I think Floyd should probably look to set more of an example, because he is a good fighter, and many kids will want to be like Floyd.
All right, and there's a look at the opponent, Bobby Giepert. Second fight in 29 months. 19 wins, 8 losses, and for most of those 29 months, Giepert's been doing a lot more electrical work than training or fighting. Roy Jones fought him as an amateur years ago, and we'll hear more about that in a few minutes. The opponent, Floyd Mayweather, Grand Rapids, Michigan, nephew of 2 continuing active professional fighters, Roger Mayweather and Jeff Mayweather, and his record so far is 5-0 with 4 KOs. 1996 Olympic bronze medalist and the first American boxer to defeat a Cuban in the Olympics since Leon Spinks knocked out Sixto Soria back in 1976. Tail of the tape for Floyd Mayweather and Bobby Giepert. You can see the 1-pound weight advantage for Giepert, the 4-inch reach advantage for Mayweather. 8 years difference in age. The rules are the same as those for the last bout. 3 knockdown rule in effect. Saved by the bell in the last round only. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the introductions.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Top Rank and Budweiser present a special 6-round bout. This is in the junior lightweight division. The 3 judges scoring this contest will be Carol Castellano, Cynthia Ross, and Lou Tabbitt. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, Joe Cortez. Hey. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black and weighing in at 133 pounds. From Terrytown, Louisiana, he brings a record of 19 victories, 8 defeats, 5 KOs to his credit. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Bobby Giepert. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing white trimmed with black, weighing 132 pounds. He captured Olympic bronze in 1996, and now as a professional, his record is 5-0 with 4 KOs. He comes to us originally from Grand Rapids, Michigan, but now living and fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather.
Hold on. Hey. All right. Everything ain't gonna count. Tim shaking word. All right.
All right, Roger. All right, gentlemen, we went over the rules in the dressing room. I want a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times, all right? Shake hands, good luck to both.
Floyd Mayweather's father, Floyd Sr., just out of prison about 10 days ago, is now in a halfway house back in Grand Rapids, I believe. Had been imprisoned on a cocaine-related rap. Floyd Jr. in frequent contact with him while he was in prison, talked to him about fights. And he'll be joining his camp as soon as a 6-week intermediate period is done.
How long ago did you fight Bobby Giepert, Roy?
Back when I was 13 years old.
So that would be 14 years ago.
Yep, exactly.
What do you remember about him?
That he was left-handed.
Guess what? He hasn't changed. Still a southpaw. Giepert said to us yesterday that he wanted to go to Floyd Mayweather's body. He thinks that's the vulnerability of all superstar young fighters, is that they probably haven't been tested to the rib cage yet. That's his plan.
And the vulnerability of guys who haven't fought much is that they were in the later rounds.
This one's scheduled for 6. Down goes Giepert.
Quick, straight, right hand punch.
5.
Seems to be aware of what's going on.
7.
Does he want to get up?
Yeah, he wants to get up. But he shouldn't last much longer now. I don't think he's ever been caught with a punch like that since being professional.
Little blood trickling from the left nostril of Bobby Giepert as Mayweather looks for another opportunity to land the right hand. Bangs a left to the body. Giepert now fiddling with the nose as he tries to get the blood flow to stop. And Mayweather comes back with rights, and Giepert will go down, and
that's it.
Joe Cortez says that'll do. 1 minute, 28 seconds of the first round, or about a minute and a half of the first round, something like that. And Floyd Mayweather has yet another quick KO victory.
On the side. All right, stay on your side. Look at how side. I have my feet out.
Giepert is hurt.
He's hurt bad. He got caught with some very sharp punches by Floyd Mayweather.
Take a nice deep breath.
Finding out that you can't be a part-time fighter.
No way possible.
He is an apprentice electrician in Gretna, across the river from New Orleans.
To borrow a bad pun from James Brown during our rehearsal, do you think this shocked the electrician, Giepert?
Yes, it did.
That was the first knockdown, a quick, straight lead right hand. You can see that Mayweather has terrific tools, and it's going to be interesting watching him mature. He's a lightweight now, could grow into welterweight. This young man has some ability, and he comes from a fighting tradition. That left to the ear started the end of that. Giepert is now sitting on a stool as we watch this rerun.
Probably not a great choice for Bobby Giepert to come back to boxing after near retirement.
Got $3,000 for this.
And he can use it. That part is good. Let's go up to Michael Buffer for the official particulars.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Joe Cortez calls a halt to the bout at 1 minute and 30 seconds of the very first round. The winner by knockout victory, his record now 6-0, 5 KOs. He is the pride of the Fighting Mayweathers, pretty boy Floyd Mayweather.
Well, JB, he electrocuted him with right hands.
An explosive young fighter that has captured plenty of boxing fans here early on in his career. What they like about him is his speed, his skills, and of course, his personality inside of the ring. Go to the official fight introductions.
En la esquina roja con pantalón blanco y azul, con 12 victorias, 15 perdidas, un empate, 8 de sus victorias por knockout. In the ring we have junior lightweights, 6 rounds. In the red corner with a professional record of 12 wins, 15 losses, 1 draw, 8 of his wins by knockout. Pesando 133 libras at 133 pounds, de Denver, Colorado, Tony Duran. En la esquina azul con pantalón blanco con negro, invicto en 6 peleas profesionales, 5 de sus victorias por knockout. In the blue corner, he's undefeated in 6 professional bouts, 5 of his wins by knockout, pesando 129 y media libras at 129.5 pounds, de Grand Rapids, Michigan, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, bronze medalist in the 1996 Olympic Games from the Fighting Mayweather clan, he is Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather.
Okay, Jeff, back to the dressing room. Any questions from the blue corner? Any questions from the red corner? You made a clean fight, Jeff.
Well, we are going to the ring and battle Floyd Mayweather. And that young man, Floyd Mayweather, is one exciting fighter to watch. Emmanuel Stewart was quoted as saying, there have been very few who have been more talented than this kid. He'll probably win 2 or 3 world championships. I think he'll go on to be one of the best ever. Well, tonight you're getting a chance to get a glimpse of perhaps one of the best ever. You can see here that Mayweather does have the height advantage over Duran, and Duran coming in with that much smaller style in terms of height. He is crouching down, but Mayweather just feeling him out. Of course, the Mayweather family is one that is well known throughout the boxing world. Floyd's 2 uncles are Jeff and Roger, both former world champions, and they are also his trainers. Turned in by Mayweather, and Duran is extremely dazed. Toby Gibson putting the count on Tony Duran. And this one is over. Tony Duran continuing to plead his case, saying that he's okay. Playing a bit of possum there. Well, it did not work out because just suffered a defeat at the hands of Floyd Mayweather. Perhaps the quickest fight in Floyd's career. This one, I'll be shocked if it lasted longer than a minute. Fight lasted a total of 1 minute and 12 seconds. And the thing about Floyd that is so impressive, and you rarely see this in fighters who have such speed, is that he possesses power as well. And when you have a fighter who has the speed complemented by power, then what you have is a fighter with the makings of a championship belt for him, possibly.
Referee Toby Gibson paró la pelea. El vencedor por nocaut técnico en 1 minuto 12 segundos del primer asalto. Referee Toby Gibson stopped the bout, the winner by a technical knockout in 1 minute 12 seconds of round number 2, Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather.
One has been able to produce in many pressure situations up to this point. From Grand Rapids, Michigan.
The thing I like about Mayweather, looking at him in the early moments here, is the way he plants his feet. He has excellent leverage.
Yes, he does. The other thing, too, is that the Mayweather, he carries that trademark, Mayweather right hand. He can put you out.
There's a jab by Mayweather. Gets it started here. Showing some respect for the track record of Larry O'Shields, who is 12-3-1, so 16 pro fights for Shields. Knows a lot more than Mayweather's previous opponents.
I think we just saw that right moments ago.
That's true. One thing, too, Mayweather has a beautiful jab, and he uses it to set him up with the right hand. If there's any question about his right hand, it's going to be answered tonight, because one thing, he can throw.
He's been a very fast offensive starter in all of his fights. Mayweather's had 1 4-round decision, 4 1-round knockouts, and 2 2-round knockouts in his career. But you get the feel this has a different atmosphere to it, as though he expects a bit of a distance here. Guy coming in with more experience. Mayweather not knocking him out with the first couple shots.
One thing for sure, Shields certainly isn't shying away from him in this opening round right here. He has applied some pressure.
So, the quietest first round in the young career of Floyd Mayweather will come to a close.
The other side, you gotta go to the other side. Watch the mouthpiece. Yeah. Put the fender on. Put the fender on. Relax, keep touching the body. It's gonna slow up anyway. Keep touching the body. Don't worry about that. You try to get no tight now. Don't worry about that. It's not gonna come on the door.
Second round between Floyd Mayweather in the white trunks and Larry O'Shields in the black. Super featherweights set for 6.
The thing for Larry to do is just keep Mayweather as much as he can outside with his jab. He's using it quite well. The one thing he wants not to do is walk right into Mayweather's right hand. So he's going to have to give more lateral movement.
In the meantime, he's walking into his left jab.
Shields is not jabbing enough himself, which is basically what the styles would suggest he truly needs to do.
You sense it's just a matter of time in this fight right here, and at what point he's going to destroy O'Shields' will.
Up against a veteran, though, so Shields has more to offer. We'll see how long he goes in. You saw the graphic between rounds of Roger Mayweather and Jeff Mayweather in the corner of Floyd. They did something very few families could do back in February, actually in March. They fought on the same card together, all three. Little homecoming in Grand Rapids. Fun time for them. Floyd considered the star of the family and justifying it here. Good shots.
Yeah, Mayweather's picking it up right here.
Good shots on the outside. Fires a shot as he's looking in with the head. Almost, if you didn't know him, you would think it was showboating, but crowd may start to think so.
Is Mayweather bleeding from the lip?
Tough to say. It looked like it for a second. There is blood. Lower lip. Mayweather unloads the right hand.
One thing you got to give Mayweather, he is a showman. He was like that in the Olympic Games, and he's showing that tonight as well.
Man, O'Shields saw that cut, and he moved in on him. Now he's backing off.
Well, the showboating characteristics a big part of Mayweather's persona. As you well know, Paul, such a game of confidence and bravado. And the first thing you have to do to convince others that you're indestructible is to convince yourself, and Mayweather certainly has that.
That's for sure.
O'Shields has been plotting and methodical to this point, a style that will not serve him well against the faster Mayweather. He does need to open it up and take a few chances. So the first 2 rounds, you see Mayweather really starting to loosen up. Mayweather on the outside, showing the ability to control from out there, and it's a big shot that Shields took a right hand as Mayweather was falling away.
Absolutely. Shields is showing some good boxing skills, but at this point, I think it's going to be a question of stamina. He's going to have to be in great physical condition to last long in this fight with all the punishment he's taken.
The start of round 3. Floyd Mayweather of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Larry O'Shields of Houston, Texas. Mayweather coming in 7-0, 6 knockouts. Only one bout has gone the 4-round distance. And O'Shields designed as an opponent to bring out a little more in him. O'Shields 12-3-1, 5 knockouts, coming off 6 straight bouts without a loss. 1 draw thrown in there, 3 straight 6-round wins. So O'Shields coming in with momentum, has the winning mentality, and so would on paper be a much tougher test for Mayweather than the others. But Mayweather's starting to solve him, it seems.
Yeah, he has a lot more weapons, that's for sure, watching this fight here. Both his right and left are devastating, and O'Shields, I don't think, has really landed one good solid shot.
And Paul, it's true that O'Shields has had more fights, but Mayweather has been in more pressure situations when you consider the Olympics.
Yes, he has. You know, with a bigger crowd in the Olympic Games, the crowd here is not affecting him at all. It might be affecting Shields, but the thing about it is Mayweather, like I said, he's a showman. He loves this type of performance.
And Mayweather's only 20 years of age, yet he performs as if he's been around 4 or 5 years.
And he learned so much in that Mayweather family. He's around very good, seasoned pros from the time he laced up gloves. And there's a lot of poise you see in those situations because of that. A bit of a swagger. The idea of knowing you've been in with quality people in the gym. All that translates in as Floyd Mayweather tries to blossom in his young career. Mayweather fires a left hook, but back straight up. Good chance for Shields there.
Great left.
Double left hook by Mayweather. Shields is moving straight back, Paul, and that's not where you want to go.
Exactly. He doesn't want to do that because Mayweather can come forward with a right hand. Now Mayweather switched over to southpaw, I guess trying to confuse him. The thing about it, he should stick to his own fight plan, which is staying orthodox, keep the pressure on Oser, and just put the combinations together.
That is exactly what he did. He did go back from southpaw. Looked like he was just trying to show that a little bit.
He's going awfully confident right now, and I believe he senses that O'Shields can't hurt him.
We may see him tap dancing and selling tickets in round 4. Floyd Mayweather getting some good shots in. O'Shields is there to be competitive and could stun Mayweather if Mayweather is careless. But O'Shields has not made him pay for too much yet.
Be focused, okay? Don't make this guy make you look bad, man.
We start round 4. Floyd Mayweather and Larry O'Shields. Mayweather, the Olympian for the 1996 Games out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, coming in at 7-0 with 6 knockouts. O'Shields from Houston, Texas, 12-3-1 with 5 knockouts. And finding out Mayweather's pretty talented thus far.
Absolutely. The one thing that's really hurting O'Shields in this fight is the fact he's not a very good counter-punching. When Mayweather unloads with his fury, he backs off before O'Shields can react. If he had a bit of a counter-punch, this would be a more effective performance by him.
It's a good point. You make the guy miss, you do have to make him pay, and he's been a little slow to make Mayweather pay. And Mayweather has the angles after he misses to be just far enough out of reach to do that. So Mayweather, 2 left hooks, 1 to the body, 1 to the head.
O'Shields is very slow getting off,
which allows Paul Mayweather to make some mistakes and not have to pay the price if your opponent is slow.
Exactly, but then again, you don't want your opponent sneaking anything in on you. What Mayweather's starting to do now, he's starting to walk his opponent down. He's starting to walk Shields down. And by doing that, you're going to see him throwing a lot more combinations than you just saw right now.
Here it comes. Left hook by Mayweather. It was a looping shot. Left hook from out deep. Firing from perhaps a little further away than his corner would like, because he's not able to turn into that hook. He needs to be a little closer, but he certainly does have the pop and the explosion when you look at his technique. Paul, do you think Mayweather's using a little bit too much in the ring at times tonight?
At times, yes, but it's you working for his advantage. The thing about it is, as he's moving side to side, he's also catching the chain coming in. And by doing that, he's able to catch him with different combinations like a left hook and right hand.
And Mayweather landing some punches here from defense to offense. Fired essentially what would almost be a right hook from a right hand stance, which you can't do. He squares up. And that's some good athleticism there by Floyd Mayweather. It has nothing to do with boxing in a sense. It's just a good athletic instinct. He turned and got some shots in.
He's got the foot speed, he's got the quickness, he's got the combinations. He has a wide arsenal. And O'Shields is seeing every bit of it in this round.
That was a great 3-punch combination from Mayweather moments ago after O'Shields missed. So it becomes more and more the Floyd Mayweather show as this one finishes up round 4.
Floyd, breathe through your mouth. Breathe through your mouth. Breathe through your mouth. Let's go.
We start round 5, scheduled for 6 super featherweights, Floyd Mayweather and Larry O'Shields. Mayweather off to a very fast start as the referee does some maintenance in the corner. I'm Dave Bontempo along with Art Mack and Paul Gonzalez. Glad you're with us from the Alamo Dome in San Antonio, Texas. And what is billed as Oscar night at the Alamo Dome. Oscar De La Hoya will be fighting David Kamau a little bit later on. And still to come, Gennaro Hernandez and Anatoly Alexandrov. Here, Floyd Mayweather has really pulled away in rounds 2, 3, and 4 and showed a lot of those sweet skills that were advertised.
And he's just waiting for O'Shields to make a mistake right here before he comes in with that left hook.
Well, O'Shields has been fairly predictable, coming straight ahead. He's been a plotter, a worker, and has given an honest effort. But Mayweather's speed, his sense of lateral movement, and his timing have been too much.
Plus, Mayweather's a showman in the ring, isn't he?
Well, something that you always welcome if it's done the right way in boxing. You could use a few more personalities, a lot more flash, somebody for people to get behind. And Mayweather is a delightfully refreshing, confident person to talk to.
combinations that I like that Floyd is throwing is he's going downstairs to the body and coming straight up with a right uppercut and coming back with a left hook right hand.
Everything emptied here by Mayweather, but he's slapping with some of these shots here. Wide shots, but as he squared up, he slapped, and they did not have the power. As we get into the second half of round 5. Shields trying to dig, almost nothing on his punches to this point.
That was the first legitimate shot he's landed in a couple of rounds.
And he pushed it out there.
This fight is growing very one-sided.
Mayweather has really found his groove, and O'Shields has slowed down, coming straight out and basically giving Mayweather the stylistic tools to pick him apart. Mayweather smiling. There goes the tongue out. That's not good.
Not good at all, especially Shields. Mayweather figures he can't hurt me, so I'm just going to box him.
That is one thing about Mayweather, is it does seem at times not to know the line between what is
showmanship and showboating.
Yes, and needs to learn it. Final seconds of the 5th round. Mayweather coming up the middle, firing shots from a squared up stance. O'Shields taking it from every direction.
O'Shields is becoming a very sloppy fighter right here.
He's taking a very methodical beating as round 5 draws to a close.
Grind this mother with his mouth. You won't get nothing. Come here. Keep thinking to the body. Can't do the ball now. You're already in here now. Good. One more time and with him, use your hand. That's all you gotta do. You get inside the screen there. And just go that's all. Touch him up. Yes, sir. Hey, you can come up. Frame borders, or you can do every time you go out this restaurant. Okay? Hands straight. Go back to that body. Okay? Yep. Let's do the last round. You got what about his head. Keep hitting that body.
Final round between Floyd Mayweather and Larry O'Shields. It has been a one-sided effort now in favor of Mayweather, especially over the last 4 rounds. Mayweather coming in at 7-0 with 6 knockouts. And O'Shields, who came in with a winning streak of 3 and has not lost in 6, finds that to be in extreme jeopardy. He would need a knockout, but he only has 5 in 16 bouts, and this is not his type of venue for that.
But there's no question Mayweather wants to finish strong, and he is.
Well, he's doing the showboating thing here, moving on the angles. Showing some hand speed, but not really loading up on his shot.
No. We were talking about his balance with his feet earlier in the fight. He's not doing that at all right here. That's where the cockiness comes in.
Also, as you indicated earlier, that he's slapping his punches and not really landing, turning them over.
Paul, it's like a guy that wants to dance rather than to fight at times. Wants to show off some of that speed.
And as he starts moving up the ladder, it could hurt him someday.
So Shields making the most of it that he can here. Got to fight in close quarters.
It doesn't seem like it's Mayweather's night tonight. Well, just an off night for him.
Well, Mayweather has gone to the 6th round for the first time. But we talked earlier as he explodes here.
He could go down here.
About some of the slapping and some of the inconsistency.
The thing about Mayweather probably going 6 rounds, he probably was thinking to himself, I need to pace myself. I need to pace myself. I don't want to get tired.
Yeah, but there you see the tongue come out again. Sign of a guy not really focused on what he needs to be focused on.
No, you don't do that at close range, do you?
You don't do it at any range. But if he could take all that energy and harness it and stay riveted on his objective throughout the fight, Mayweather can come along a lot. But you see a lot of slapping here. That will not get the knockout for him.
Absolutely not. The thing about it is, like as you indicated, he needs to stay focused on his game plan.
And he hasn't done that.
Nonetheless, Floyd Mayweather will very easily go to 8-0 as O'Shields just could not get any attack sustained against him. Crowd showing some disapproval. They didn't get the knockout. In fact, it hasn't been a night of knockouts. Fights going the distance. And Larry O'Shields came in with a winning streak, but didn't really show us why.
It's true.
He didn't show much at all in this fight. We have to keep in mind Mayweather's only 20 years of age, so he has some growing up to do.
Not only that, you got to also take into account that Shields probably never fought under such successful
unanimous winner, still undefeated, Pretty Boy Floyd Mayweather Jr.
So Floyd Mayweather improving to 8-0, and we'll have a lot to look back on and learn from this fight. He had some moments where things came together, and other moments where he looked not consistent, and surely his people will pick up on that. As you say, he's only 20 years old. A lot of time